I'm about to get impaled. 150 pounds of spikes, held over my chest.
You are now the proud owner of a piece of the Hindenburg.
Wow. Get out!
No way.
I can't believe that this is the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually part of history here.
My name is Steve Santini. I buy and sell the darkest, most gruesome artifacts on the planet. Welcome to the dark side. I love coming here.
Oh, it's a great place. Man, look at this.
How much?
125.
Come on, man. It looks like somebody took a lot of acid
Yeah.
and went to a pottery class. It's a pretty cool booth. Oh, bayonets. These are amazing. First World War, Second World War, Swiss bayonet. Oh, cool. Look at this picture of like an entire police force. Check that out.
Would you pay 65 bucks?
You know what? I would for that because it's an antique, and that would go with ancient restraints if we're doing a thing on the history of police forces.
Yeah, good point.
I am going to buy that. Check this out.
What's up, bro?
It's an antique sword.
Oh, that looks like
Well, it's in bad shape. I mean, looks like it's come out of the ground. Gettysburg sword. This rare sword was dug up from the battlefield in Gettysburg. Piece came from a museum in Gettysburg that closed down. Early battlefield pickup.
Right.
Hey, look at the pitting on the blade. See this? What little I know about swords, this is called a fuller. Okay, this groove here?
Yeah.
And that's where if you stab somebody and you pull this thing out, they're gonna like bleed to death. It's not gonna be a wound that you can stitch very easily. This thing's been in a battle. It's dark. It's probably tasted blood. I'm buying it, and I'm buying this too. The next steps I have to undertake to authenticate this sword is to show it to a Civil War weapons expert. I mean, I know about medieval, but I need somebody that knows about the Civil War edged weapons.
Steve, you are thanking me in a minute.
What's that?
Guess what it is?
Looks like the tailpipe off a car. Is this a piece of James Dean's Spider?
No.
No.
You are now the proud owner of a piece of the Hindenburg.
What?
Get out!
No way.
This is from the Hindenburg?
Yep.
No way.
I bought it online.
Wait a minute, online?
Yeah.
Did you use company money for this? My money?
Yeah.
What'd you pay for this thing?
Oh, just 200 bucks. The auction came up. By the time I found it, I had 2 minutes to make a decision on it.
The Hindenburg is an iconic American disaster, and authentic pieces from the ship are incredibly rare to find these days. If this thing turns out to be from the ship, it could be worth a fortune. And look at how shredded it is.
I know. It's actually sharp.
Yeah, really sharp. Imagine that coming down on you. You hit the ground, you're running away from the thing, and the burning fuselage lands on you.
I remember when I was a kid seeing the thing about the Hindenburg on TV? Man, I could not believe how fast that went up.
It was nasty.
Just poof.
I've never seen a piece from the Hindenburg that big ever
Well,
offered
this is a
for
lucky
sale.
catch, this size, right?
It could be a lucky find. I mean, it's light enough. It could very well be made out of duralumin, which is what they made most of the ship out of. Is there any sort of provenance with this?
There's supposed to be one, but it didn't show up. But I will email them.
Yeah.
We'll get the letter, for sure.
Let's get on this and see what we can find out.
All right, I'm on it.
Curiosity is piqued, but I'm gonna have to wait for later to deal with the Hindenburg. I've got an escape to do, and it's a big one. I'm always nervous with any death-defying escape, but today, I'm a wreck.
What's wrong?
I'm about to get impaled. 150 pounds of spikes, held over my chest. Got problems with it.
Listen,
the sidewalk.
We have checked this over and over. Checked, double checked.
It's my
gone through it too.
The sidewalk is sloped, right? That makes the thing come down a lot quicker.
That's fixed.
Well, you fix the sidewalk?
So you're on level ground now.
It's level,
so that's
yeah,
taken
it's
care
not-
of.
There's these belts, man, I've got to deal with.
Oh,
Check the belts.
What's wrong?
It's cracked.
belt's cracked.
How bad?
Well, what?
Bad.
What would that do?
Well, if it lets go, okay, but it's not going to let
It's
go.
not
It's just
bad,
surface cracks.
Steve,
That's all.
Steve, it's good. It's not. It's
Just surface cracks.
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
not.
Listen, bro, how long you been with us now?
I've been doing this for years and years and years.
You just concentrate on doing what you do best.
Yeah.
Escape is all safe.
And you're the
anyways.
best at what you do. Okay? And we're the best at what we do.
We've named you the most extreme escape artist in the world.
Whoa, that's a hell of an honor. Wow. Ripley's means a lot to me. I mean, as a kid, it was a world of wonderment and amazing artifacts. As an adult, they're honoring my accomplishments. I mean, to be part of something I idolized as a youngster is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an extremely radical escape called Dagger Trap. First thing I have to do is escape these hinged handcuffs. I'm gonna pick these open, try to, with a fish hook held in my mouth. Then I'm gonna use my hands, reach behind me, holding up the 150 pounds while I undo the belts, one at a time. My hand can't slip off this. It can't be sweaty. If I lose my grip on this, this comes down, there's no safety. It's gravity. Gravity becomes the executioner. Today to get an expert to look at this Gettysburg sword. Steve Ross is a Civil War expert, and I was hoping you could tell me about it.
I can tell you 100% it's a Civil War sword. And if I look at it, I can see it's actually dated 1862 with U.S. above that, so the United States. It's actually a musician's sword.
A musician's sword?
Fife, drummer, bugler, probably. And often these are boys, not men. And we're talking 14, 15 years old. I do know in the North you could be as young as 12 if you had your parents' consent. Hopefully it wasn't a 12-year-old.
Oh my God.
Was the one that was carrying it.
You know, that's disturbing, the thought that a child carried this, but that draws me to it even more.
So the big question in here, guys, is this from Gettysburg? And Gettysburg is perhaps the most famous battle of the Civil War. So if you're going to assign provenance or a story to any piece, Gettysburg is a natural choice.
You know, Steve paid about $130 for this.
Right.
You think that was a good deal?
First answer, no. Because it's too much for the remains of a musician's blade and a bent grip. That's ultimately what you have. If you're actually able to show that this was at Gettysburg, I mean, you're looking at a minimum 300, maybe as high as 5 or 6.
Thanks so much for having a look at it.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thanks very much, guys.
What I paid for the sword and what I was told the sword could possibly be worth, in this case, it really doesn't matter one hoot to me. I feel this thing has got a much deeper, darker history than I ever thought before. It's all well and good when a rare artifact comes with an oral history, but it's really the forensic testing that'll nail down the truth.
What I think we will do is we're going to first have to section off a small piece, so we're going to have to cut it.
Cut it.
Ooh, ouch.
Making it tougher. Yeah. Okay, here goes. I can't believe I'm doing this. That's bizarre. So it's not aluminum.
I didn't, well, no, aluminum wouldn't
No.
be magnetized like that, but ferrous and magnetic means it's primarily ferrous, iron-based.
Good old tin snips. All this expensive machinery, and we just solved something right now. Wow.
So the size of that area, that real estate you're looking at, is about maybe half the size of a human hair.
No way.
Wow.
In real magnification, yeah.
Lead.
Lead?
No way.
Would that be the coating we're seeing on this?
It's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding. This is, I've never seen this before.
What do we got here, a piece of an alien craft or what? I mean, for you guys to say that, something tripped out is happening.
Here we now have the X-ray peaks.
What? Whoa, that's a big peak. What is that one?
Well, the biggest one there is an iron peak, so that's telling us that we have an iron-based or ferrous alloy of some type.
I'm really looking forward to the second test that tells us what it is on the surface of the material and possibly if this thing were in a fire. Whoa, look at that.
Lee, that thing's crazy.
Yeah, something out of a sci-fi movie.
It looks like it's sulfate, something like that. It's an oxidized sulfur species.
I mean, would heat cause something like this?
I really need to have a consultation with Doug.
Do you know how long that's going to take?
A couple of days, I think.
Okay. Having to wait 2 days for the results of these tests is driving me mad. Could this have come or be part of the Hindenburg?
We determined that this was a steel. It appears to me more like something that you would use to handle fluids or gases.
Oh, man, on the Hindenburg, they cooked on board. They had to vent heat from the kitchen. I mean, they dropped water ballast. This could have served those purposes.
It very well could have been piping systems for handling gases and things of that sort. Our analysis showed that the seam joint was made with a lead tin solder. That lead tin solder actually spread somewhat away from the area.
You mean it melted?
Yes,
Hey.
So you're saying it is very plausible that this could be a piece of the Hindenburg?
Yes, it could be.
It's amazing.
This is amazing. I told you I had a good feeling about this.
Both professors came to the consensus that this thing could have actually have been a piece of the Hindenburg. Man, it was amazing. Oh, man. There's a lot of corners in this place with no doubt dark things. I can feel them.
Hey, check this out.
I'm gonna keep my distance from you when you're holding that.
Yes. I'm gonna bring this to the office for when you give me a hard time.
Yeah, okay.
Freaking
That's
huge.
fine.
55 bucks. It's worth it.
So you bring that to the office, and I'll use this for pay cuts at the office.
Yeah.
How about that?
What pay cuts? I don't get paid enough already.
Oh. Why? Why?
I couldn't resist.
Why? Oh, great. Thanks. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Holy, check it out. Look at this. That is a symbol of the White Star Shipping Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means...
That can't be real.
Why not? The company had tons of ships. I mean, this thing is amazing.
You see this?
Yeah.
Holy, that's heavy.
That's awesome. Looks like cut crystal.
Oh.
I mean, that's amazing too. 1,600 bucks. Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, for
I've
that
seen
price.
White Star Line dinner plates go for 1,200 bucks. But I'm gonna give it a shot.
You wanna go talk to him?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Hi. How's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Good. This is a different thing that kind of caught my eye. Can you tell me about it?
Well, supposedly the story behind it is it came off the Titanic sister ship.
The Olympic.
Right. If you can tell by the Dumbo's flag there.
Yeah.
It's also cut crystal. Price on it is firm.
Firm.
Pretty close. I might be able to do a bit on it.
They had a lot of ships, and so they had a lot of these at one point in time. And so, number one, I can't be sure it's off the Olympic.
What are you thinking?
Well, you're asking what, 16?
Yep.
I could do 1,000.
No.
No?
Not even close.
Could you do 12?
This is what I can do for it.
What?
I'll give it to you for 1,400.
Right.
That's the best I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
We both know the piece is worth more.
Can't do 1350.
I do 1375. I gotta make a buck.
I know. Yeah, sure, you've got a deal. Getting this decanter today couldn't have come at a better time. I have a museum that wants me to build them a White Star Line Titanic exhibition for the 100th anniversary of the ship sinking. It was a great day. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I've got some news. There's a trip in the immediate future.
I'm going on a trip?
You are going on a trip, and you are also going on a trip, buddy.
No way, really?
Why are you not going on the trip?
I'm beat. I just did that last escape. I'm burnt out and need some time to myself.
So where are we going?
You are going, both of you, to Lakehurst, New Jersey, to the Naval Air Base there.
Excellent.
For the Hindenburg.
Right, find out what you can about this piece, if it came off the airship. And speaking of that, have you got the provenance letter in from the original
Yes,
seller?
I did.
I'd love to see it.
So when are we leaving for this trip, dude?
As soon as possible, you're gonna go down there, but okay. So this is the letter from the original seller.
There's some great information in here.
Crash the lake. Oh, man, come on. This isn't great information right here. It's in the second sentence. Crashed at Lakehurst Naval Air Station on April 6, 1937. The Hindenburg crashed May 6th. If the person can't even get the date right.
That's probably just a typo. They probably just put the wrong month in
Yes.
there. I'm a little disappointed Steve's not coming to New Jersey with us, but it's also a good thing because Rob and I get to show him that we can handle ourselves and we can talk to these experts on our own.
Welcome to the actual crash site where the German airship Hindenburg, trying to land at Lakehurst on May 6, 1937, burned and crashed at approximately 7:25 p.m. 36 people lost their lives, 35 on board, and 1 on the ground. The weather we're experiencing here today is the same weather that was taking place the night of the crash.
It's really amazing and chilling to be here. So, Carl, which way did the Hindenburg approach this area from?
Actually, it came from the southwest. It made a circle here, went around that way, and came back here again.
It's burning, bursting into flames, and it's falling on the morning fast, and all the folks agree that this is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. It's smoke and it's flames now, and the flames of the humanity and all the...
Can't believe that this is the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually part of history here.
Yeah.
So this is the Hindenburg exhibit.
Yeah, we've got some
Wow.
real neat stuff to show you here. Very much historical value, and it's all authentic. We have wine goblets, we have forks, spoons, knives, we have pieces of mail that the Hindenburg carried.
This is amazing.
Menus from the dinners that were available.
Carl, these utensils here, they look eerie to me. They look, you can see that they've been through a fire and...
Are actually authenticated from the Hindenburg disaster fire. And just recently, online, one of these burnt forks sold for $12,000.
$12,000 for one
a burnt fork.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And these are original newspapers
Yeah,
from the
these
day,
are clippings that were printed the day after the accident took place. Photos of some of the people coming out of the
there's
wreckage.
some pretty horrible photos in there.
Some of them were really burned. There were some people on there that didn't have a scratch on them.
Out of curiosity, what is the most expensive piece in here? What is the most
Right now,
valuable
the most
piece?
valuable piece, in my opinion, would be the girder. It is authentically from the Hindenburg. Now, let's go and meet Rick, our historian.
Okay, great.
Okay, come on.
You couldn't bring me a nice girder sample?
No, I wish it was that simple. This is really the mystery piece.
It
So.
certainly is. If it was wreckage from the Hindenburg that was gathered here at Lakehurst, most of the people who grabbed souvenirs grabbed it from the outer part of the ship. They certainly weren't going to go crawling through the wreckage. Only authorized inspectors even got anywhere near that. As a matter of fact, nobody was supposed to really take anything.
Well, let me actually show you the letter I just recently got from the seller. It says April 6, 1937, which obviously is not right. So I'm hoping that might just be a typo.
This fragment came out of the Akron Air Dock in Akron. Akron is the home to the Goodyear Zeppelin Corporation and was sent to Akron for evaluation along with other pieces, including a motor mount, which is on display at the Light of the Air Society Museum. True.
That's
and not many people know the origin of that. The Goodyear Zeppelin Corporation analyzed fragments of the LZ-129 to learn more about German construction methods. Also true.
Oh, great.
Most of all the remains of LZ-129 were shipped by railroad to Pittsburgh, PA, where it was melted down and shipped back to Germany. Very much of it true.
Great.
The information in the letter is reliable. I just have no idea why somebody would save something like this unless it was mixed in with other wreckage. What I can tell you, well, it's tubular and it has a soldered seam. It obviously contains some type of liquid. Basically, the Hindenburg carried 4 types of liquid.
Okay.
Diesel fuel, lubricating oil, water for water ballast, and lots and lots of wine. I don't know where this came.
It could have carried any of those things. Well,
Correct.
the wine, most likely.
We're talking a machine that was 804 feet long and stood 146 feet tall.
Okay, well, Rick, just a question. Have you seen anything, any pieces like this from the Hindenburg so far?
What I will say lends credence to it is the timeline and some of the specific information in the letter of provenance. So I think we have, you know, an opportunity to, you know, say that there's a reasonable chance that, you know, it's authentic.
I may never know 100% if this piece was on or from the Hindenburg, but so far, no one has ruled it out. It was a good find, and I think Steve will be happy. Hi, Steve.
Hi, how's it going?
I have really exciting news for you. We met with that expert, Rick, from the Hindenburg at the naval base. We just came from there right now, and he is saying it's totally possible that this is a real piece of the Hindenburg.
Wow, great news. Great job, guys. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Now, get back here. Let's get to work.
Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you later. I think we make a great team.
I think we make a damn good team.
Yeah.
You know something? What do we need Steve for?
Like, paychecks, Rob. I'm still on the line.
Sorry, Steve. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
I didn't hit the end button the first time.
Oh.
Whoops.